Hello, thank you for joining me. This is Darshini and we're into part two. And we're going to be discussing events, weather conditions and events in America in this one, part two. And we're going to go to really basically the tornado alley or corridor of bad weather that we do experience throughout the years during the kind of summer months towards the autumn. And that corridor, what I'm seeing, is actually moving right. So it's moving more to the east coast and expanding more. For some reason, I don't know if it's really global warming, but it definitely has had a horrible effect on these weather conditions. As you can see, the weather has been increasing and getting worse as we talk. Meteorologists you can go and check on that with a certain meteorologist if you'd like. But what I am seeing, I'm afraid, is that there's going to be high activity, and the increase will be, like an intensity. The increase is going to be at least 22% increase in weather conditions, activity, and concentration of these tornadoes, I'm afraid. And I do really feel it is to do with the global warming of what I'm seeing. Okay, and again, I apologize for looking up, but that is how I read. I'm just downloading. And other than that, I am seeing a lot of people will be seeing a lot more increased activity in the hurricane season. We obviously do get a lot of not always tornadoes, but it's hurricanes, mainly off the south coast of Florida, but also the excuse me, the panhandle of Texas. I do see 3 major storms coming in, with one storm basically hitting pretty badly. Excuse me. So basically, and if you're looking at the panhandle, you'll see it on the top right hand side. That's where the storm is going to be coming. I'm seeing it round about September, the worst time, September, and I don't know why in November I'm seeing something pretty bad happening there. It is going to devastate, I don't know if it's Charleston or what, I'm terrible with geography, but just there on the right, coastal, and definitely how can I say, the coast being not exactly deleted, but how is that word? What is that word? Worn away. Okay, so basically that's what I'm seeing on the weather front. There are going to be quite a few more intense storms that I'm seeing moving up the north coast near New York, where it hasn't been for quite a few, not exactly a century, but in the 30s. So I'm seeing more worsening weather conditions going over there. Other than that, we're going to cover the rest of the general weather conditions in another video, but we're going back, staying in America at the moment. I am seeing the unemployment rate will be only starting to improving by about 2010, and that's it's only barely bottoming out. I know a lot of them have been saying that the forecasters have been saying that the events have been unemployment has more or less bottomed out, but I don't see it actually doing it for until about end of July. We are seeing a lot more closures, I'm afraid, of businesses and effects. I believe Japan's economy is going to have a detrimental effect on us, and because they're going to be, the Nikkei is going to be affected this year, and will more or less have a counter effect on our stocks. So please be careful regarding your stocks, but basically that also has a lot to do with our industry, exports and imports. Now I do see regarding the actual figures coming back, 2010, and that's about anything from May with significant, not a huge significant, maybe 1 to 2% increase, around about November of next year. This does not mean to say that America is not rebounding back. It is. It's going to take a lot, and there's a lesson I teach about how we talk about what we put into action. We've put this into action in the last 14 years with a strong economy. When the pendulum swings back, it is only physics that it actually comes back, and we are suffering that effect of having it go completely to the other section, and it'll take time to come back down. And those are my classes. We talk a lot about the physics too, and Einstein's theories. But getting back to America, basically we are seeing a lot of it's really more until about November. Going back quickly to California, its real estate will not bottom out until about November this year. A lot of people saying no, 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 but it won't really truly bottom out, and then you'll see it's significant. There are good sales coming in because obviously driven by people desperate to sell their houses if the alternative is foreclosure. But I don't see a bottom coming into California until November. Basically everything else is going to be more or less even throughout the next 8 months. By about February of next year, 2010, I am seeing a stronger government, economy, and a lot more hope for the country. There's a lot of people who have lost, not exactly hope, but lost their feelings of the future. And this is what Spirit does not want you to do. It's actually have everything does, not everything, but most things happen for reasons. But you're going to find that really family counts, friends count, and that you can do without all those extras that we keep on buying on a daily basis. So if you start looking at your friends, look into your family, and you're finding that life can be simpler and much happier. I'm not here to lecture on that, so I apologize. I'm going to now stop, and we're going to go to the next video, and that would be 3, and we're going to be covering other world events in that one. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.